Today's Sunday, finished first week of school, college, big ass snowstorm. No school on Monday. There's a Zoom class, at least one. So the teachers are slowly sending out messages on what they're gonna do. It's kind of bad. What? No, what? I'll probably do a video after the Q&A coming up, talking more in depth about school. This video is gonna be talking about medical stuff, because I was just about to go eat food, but I saw the snow and thought I should record that, and now I'm doing a vlog. So I've had medical issues for the entire run of the vlog. Stuff going back from, like, as a kid that, like, I've known were kind of, like, weird things that just sort of happen, that sort of gained better context with my current medical stuff. And last year, I did 2 echocardiograms, both came back normal. Slightly low EF, but, like, not really anything that matters. I have scheduled a few things. I have a stress test scheduled, which will, if it comes back negative for anything, it should rule out my issues being heart-related at all. I want to get a pulmonary function test as recommended by the nurse practitioner that I saw to schedule the second heart echo. That'll show lung things. Fuck, I'm tired. I'm fucking tired. I'm sleeping all day. ID, school. I'm so tired. I'm sleeping all day. I've got homework to do. It's fun, actually. I guess I will talk about school right now. School is fun. College has been fun. Dropped a class, just one, because it was 9 a.m. and I liked the teacher for that, but it was just, I can't do 9 a.m. and they have me, like, take an hour gap until the next class and then a 2-hour gap until the next ones. So I swapped that with the same class but at 1 p.m. except I had a different teacher, and I went to that, and the new teacher was incredibly, I can't say it, it's just not compatible. Repeating himself, the curriculum was a bit different, like the way he was teaching was different. I'm already pretty fluent with the software anyway, because that was the class intro to software applications, which is just Word, Excel, and PowerPoint, and I'm already pretty fluent with those. You know, not really, but I bet I would know, because easy, I don't know. If I continue with the accounting thing, it's a class that I would have to take anyway, so I'll just do that some other time, when I actually have time to be able to set my classes before anyone else, so I can get an afternoon class with a better teacher, but I just dropped it for now, so it's whatever. Which means my schedule's better, because I have 11 a.m. class, and then 2-hour gap after that, and then 2 afternoon classes. Both in the same classroom. Actually, all 3 of the afternoon classes, when I had that 1 p.m. class for the one day I had it, are all in the same room. I guess that's kind of cool. I guess good for my legs, so I don't have to be walking, because my leg still hurts. That's another thing. I'm just gonna ignore that. I'm just gonna let that hurt, because whatever. And I guess if pivoting back to medical stuff, yeah, basically what I have is a chronic sinusitis, non-allergenic. I went to an immunologist last year in December. They made me fill out this long ass chart. Took me like 20 minutes to fill that out. They did not read it because they did a allergy panel or a scratch test on my back, and I'm allergic to dust mites, and so he gave me a steroid nasal spray. My room is 10% humidity. I can show this actually. 10% humidity. Dust mites can't survive below 50%. They can survive in pockets of moisture, like in beds and fabrics and things, but I have hypoallergenic sheets. It can't be dust mites, and I only had like a mild allergic reaction, like it was a circle about this diameter. Yeah, that could cause inflammation, but if you read my chart you made me fill out, you would know I don't respond to nasal sprays or antihistamines. The antihistamine thing means it's not really allergic, and the steroid thing, because that just gets rid of inflammation, the fact that's not working is, it points to something else. So everything is just a waste of time, and I don't know, maybe it's an insurance approval thing. It doesn't, I don't really care. I'm going back to him for a follow-up, because he had a 4-week follow-up. But I didn't get the nasal spray until a few weeks after, so I moved the appointment back. So on the 27th, I'll be going there to the immunologist and just being like, hey, this has no effect on me. I've been using it for, the 4 weeks, and it's had 0 effect. Actually, it acted the exact same way other nasal sprays and antihistamines work, where the first dose works, the rest of them don't. What matters is that it doesn't work, and he should have known that, because I said on the thing. Anyway, that basically means that it's either, I had to do all the research myself, because the doctors they don't care. It's probably because I'm 20, so they're just like, you'll grow out of it. It's like, yeah, we've been saying that for 5 years. It's one of 3 things, and maybe a 4th thing. It's either heart, lungs, or autonomic, right, in regards to the chest pain and whatever. I mean, all that goes back to the chronic infections or whatever, but it's just like, it's 3 things that feed on each other. So I made a list of tests that I want to get that are not like insane imaging tests that would require, because I wanted to get an echo stress test so they could actually see my heart and see what the walls were doing while doing the stress test, because a lot of my pain and shortness of breath is during exertion. So all the resting echoes, the resting EKGs, it's like, of course they're not going to really show anything. I don't really think it's electrical anyway, so the EKG is not that anyway. Although the latest EKG I have did show some ST depressions, but like small, so it could be ischemia, but it could also be like I'm dehydrated. Like I'm chronically dehydrated, which is another autonomic thing, but also could be my heart thinks it's not getting enough oxygen, which could explain the shortness of breath, because my brain's going, no, you need to keep breathing in more, but my blood oxygen is 98%, so I'm not hypoxic, so the blood is still at least getting oxygen, because the heart thinks it's not. It's 3 categories, each with their own explanations, and each do the same thing. It's very sound. I fucking went over it a billion times, because I don't want to go in and be like, this thing. I want it to be like, I know what I'm fucking talking about. I have, on the 11th of February, I have an appointment with my primary care that I made like in December, and that was for the pulmonary function test, to schedule that, because I think that has to go to a specialist. But while I'm there, I'm going to get blood tests. I'm going to get another CBC, just to get it at the same time as the other ones. And I'm going to get a CRP, SR, and EPO. And those are the CRP and SR basically look at inflammation in the blood. I think there's certain, so if the CRP or ESRs are elevated, it'll support that there's an inflammatory, like my symptoms are all inflammatory driven, like my sinusitis is real and all that. The EPO is a chemical released by the kidneys to tell the bone marrow to make more red blood cells. And I don't have high, this is the problem, every test I do, I don't have high anything, and there's some things are high, like my neutrophil percentage was high, but the count was normal, high normal, but still it was in normal range. And that's, everything's in normal range, it's just always high while everything else is normal. That's the one thing holding on, is that like things are normal, but some things are high and some things are low normal, which the only reason that concerns me is that everything else is normal. So those things should also be normal, right? Like my heart, when the first echo I got of my heart, everything was normal size, like perfectly average, except for the left ventricle or the mitral valve, I don't remember which, where it was like high-end normal size. Like it was within normal range, but it was bigger than everything else is normal. So that's like, could that be a sign of anything? Or is it just like, I feel like if everything's normal, that should also be exactly normal. But it still doesn't seem to matter medically, because it's not like it's extremely high. Like if I waited 5 years and then did all this, maybe it would show something if this was a progressive thing. But I don't know. So yeah, when I'm going there, I'm just gonna get the blood draws, because those are very likely to be approved, and it's the first step. And the reason the kidneys would be releasing that chemical is if the heart says there's not enough blood going through. That would be ischemia, which the stress test would also show. And the stress test is scheduled, so that's good. That's happening in March. Everything takes so fucking long. Oh god. That's been getting worse too. I've been coughing up more and more shit, which could just be because the steroid is allowing more stuff to drip down. One thing I do want to get, which the immunologist would do, which is less likely for them to do, is a cytokine panel. Not a full panel, because that would be pointless, because there's a bunch of stuff. It would basically show, I would just test for IL-6 and TNF alpha, because those are the ones that would, it's more of an exploratory, it's not for diagnosing, because it's not conclusive or anything, it just like says a thing. But it would be nice to know, because if you did that and it's through blood draw, if IL-6 and TNF are elevated, it would show that, because the IL-6 can break the blood-brain barrier, which would explain brain fog and forgetting words and things. TNF alpha would show that it's or both of them would show that it is like an autoimmune or autonomic. My words are fucked. I can't remember what happened 5 minutes ago while I was talking, because this is 18-minute fucking recording. Damn. I don't know. Alright. I don't like talking about I do enjoy researching the medical stuff, because it's fun. It's like a little puzzle. Same way I enjoy algebra. That's like one of the most fun classes I have is algebra, because he just gives you this packet, and he's like, we're gonna go through this packet. And it's like, okay. But I don't like talking about it on here, because it makes me sound like a hypochondriac or insane, and I can understand why my doctor thinks I just have anxiety, which, yeah, I have social anxiety, but there's like actual data from the tests we've done that proves that my symptoms are not from anxiety, which that was the secret fourth thing that it could be. It could be anxiety, because like root cause could be Like, some things could be caused by stress, releasing things, but that's not what the tests indicate. Like, certain things like the decreased ejection fraction in the heart, that's not from anxiety. That can't be. I can't remember. That's why I gotta have everything written down when I go. And that's why I did all this research, so that I know what tests that I want to be done and the reasons for them. I have it written down in a fucking notepad. Anyway, I'm talking about this now because the time skip, and also just, I don't know. Just a vlog. It's my daily. Why do I do this? I always try to justify doing this when it's like, it's the vlog. You're doing a vlog, it's the point. You're talking about yourself. Alright, I'll see you guys whenever, probably in a few days, because the Q&A on the 28th. So ask questions. Hopefully this video goes out by then, because actually I have not edited the previous video. Oh, I got an email. Class will not be held tomorrow, Monday. Okay, yeah, that's just, we're doing an assignment. Okay. Okay, I'll see you guys whenever. Goodbye.